Most people pass through the doors of Beck's Antiques and Jewelry without any idea what's waiting for them in the back. They browse the estate jewelry glittering under warm lights, run their hands along antique furniture, peer into curio cabinets. It feels like a well-appointed treasure hunt. Pleasant, even. Past the Zoltar fortune-telling machine, past the tarot reading room, past the point where the lighting shifts and the air seems to thicken. And suddenly, they're standing inside the Beck Horror Museum, what its founder, Clinton Beck, calls the scariest museum in Canada. The museum itself is tucked inside Beck's Antiques and Jewelry on the second floor of Phase 1 at West Edmonton Mall, the quiet end of the mall, far from the pirate ship and amusement rides. The museum didn't arrive fully formed. It accumulated the way best collections do, through years of Clinton Beck actively seeking out the strange, the cursed, and the alleged supernatural. Visitors are warned before they enter that some items in the collection are believed to be genuinely haunted. The museum is filled with dioramas and memorabilia from classic horror films, and their presence alongside the genuinely haunted artifacts is not accidental. Beck has always understood that horror operates on multiple registers simultaneously. It is entertainment, yes, but it is also mythology, cultural memory, and a way of processing the fears that real life generates. Standing in front of these dioramas, you feel the warm nostalgia of classic cinema, and the reminder that the fears these films encoded were never really fictional. Then you turn the corner. Of all the items in the horror museum, this is perhaps the one with the oldest and most traveled darkness attached to it. The puppet dates back approximately 250 years to the Kingdom of Siam, the nation now known as Thailand. It was crafted and used by a traditional puppeteer who performed violent, dramatic shows for audiences of the era. Southeast Asian puppet traditions have always contained an element of the sacred and the dangerous. Puppets in these cultures were not mere entertainment objects, but were believed to house spiritual energy, to carry the intentions of those who worked them, and to accumulate power over time. The puppeteer who owned this particular figure was murdered. The precise circumstances have been lost to history, but the community that surrounded him drew an unmistakable conclusion. The puppet was cursed. Misfortune had followed it. Violence had come to the man who wielded it. And the object itself was considered dangerous. It changed hands multiple times over centuries that followed, each transfer a quiet attempt to pass the problem along. Eventually, it found its way into the collection. No serious haunted museum can avoid Annabelle. She is the most famous cursed object in modern paranormal history. Of course, the real Annabelle has already proven to be a hoax, but at Beck's, they have a very realistic movie prop version for you to get a little creeped out at. This is a cabinet from the Children's Mental Health Asylum of Vancouver, British Columbia. Children were locked inside this cabinet when they had fits. Inside you can see scratch marks from fingernails, as the children were sometimes locked in there for hours and even days. It has had a reputation of being one of the most haunted objects in the collection, as it is believed that several children had died within it. And then there's Jack the Jester. We are told people that touch this jester have had a host of bad things happen to them. The jester now sits behind an alarm system, as so many bad things have happened to the people that have touched him. From immediate scratches to sickness to vehicular accidents after they have left the museum. Jack is said to house the spirit of a fae. Thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to see more videos just like this. And if you visit the West Edmonton Mall, be sure to visit this free museum in the back of the antique store.